cohesive with that.
And
it
would go together.
Things that will be cohesive
Yeah,
and go together.
I can see that.
But that nigga's trash.
Yeah.
But lyrical miracle. You say a bunch of lyrical shit, and that's cool. But there is a middle ground, and niggas like C Murder. He ain't even in the middle ground.
You mad?
Dude.
Who would you say is a middle ground rapper, in your opinion?
Middle ground rapper.
He ain't lyrical miracle, but he ain't utter trash either. He right there in the fucking middle.
We just gonna jump right on in.
Murphy Lee's and your
the Saint Lunatic nigga.
Those are the middle ground.
We
That
just
nigga was trash.
All we doing is just jumping right in.
The Saint Lunatics was not middle ground. Hold on, wait a minute.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Hey, y'all know we live right now.
Okay.
I just jumped right on in. Grab this mic, TDG.
Murphy Lee didn't rap.
No.
Murphy Lee wasn't okay.
Murphy Lee was trash.
Murphy Lee was trash.
Dog, you. But not only did you say Murphy Lee, you said the whole Saint Lunatics.
Yes.
Well, that's the level. That's the
trash.
level of. That's the level of tier.
Why you take your headphones
I would
off?
rather.
It sounds muffled for some reason. Like
I would rather listen to C Murder than Murphy Lee.
Okay. I'm being nice with Murphy Lee. I'll take the argument that he ain't. You gotta give me somebody.
You can talk now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I hear better.
Yeah, you gotta give me somebody else. Murphy Lee ain't it.
But y'all like Game. Skill wise, Game is a mid tier rapper. Game is in that middle. He don't suck. He ain't good.
He not good.
He ain't real.
He's not good at all.
Good. I won't say he ain't good with passion, but I'll say he ain't real good with passion. You can argue. I could be persuaded that he could be good. He ain't real good at all. Who's another middle tier? The new dudes that I was rattling off. Your Joey Badasses and your who's another one that I didn't say, just to give it some context. Trinidad James sucks.
That nigga trash.
He
ain't
horrible.
middle ground at all.
I'm trying to reach to somebody that is.
You really want to add Trinidad James?
No, he's
Where would you put Jadakiss? Would you say he's middle?
Top tier.
He's top tier.
Jadakiss is a top tier rapper.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are now tuned in to the livest underground radio show that you will ever find broadcasting on the internet's Volcano Underground Radio, coming directly to you from Cave Radio Broadcasting, as you can see posted right above my head. It is Friday, and let's get ready to rumble.
Big Crit.
Kicking it live straight from the heart of Detroit. You have Volcano Underground Radio. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Volcano.
Everybody in Hustle Gang.
I'm doing the intro.
Outside of Young Dro. I'm sorry, my fault. Go ahead.
Damn.
You told us
Volcano
you was
Underground Radio.
Yeah, I know.
The new radio
standard.
standard. Look up, it's a fire burning.
Say that shit.
Way up in the mountain high. Look up and steam, smoke, or ashes when the crater starts to blow and the lava starts to flow. Then you'll surely know it's a volcano. Yeah. What's up, everybody? I'm your boy Volcano, sitting in the studio with your boy John.
Yeah.
Also sitting in the studio with your boy TDG.
That nigga, I am him.
Damn. Okay,
so unnecessary.
So over the top and unnecessary, but
right.
whatever.
Get
All
you
right,
some.
so we're here, we're live, and we have been talking a little bit here prior to the show and leading into the show, and we're going to keep that part of it going because TDG just said that Murphy Lee was a dope artist, which he's not.
I said Murphy Lee was a mid-tier rapper.
Okay, Murphy Lee's a mid-tier rapper.
Y'all wanted to argue that Murphy Lee was trash.
And let me say this disclaimer right now.
Name one Murphy Lee bar.
Hold on. Time out.
I don't need no hook on this beat. Oh, what was that?
What?
That was the single.
I know what
I can't remember.
Let me say something to the people real quick.
Yeah.
First off, to those watching us on Facebook, Restream, and also Periscope and YouTube, I do apologize for the darkness. Something's going on with the camera and the lighting right about now, so big time apologies to that. As long as you can hear us, you can tune in and you can chime in and go ahead and chat with us while we're here on the Facebook Live and everything. Now, back.
Y'all hate no.
I don't need no hook on this beat. And the hands,
but that was the banger for a summer. You mad?
It wasn't.
It was.
Let's see. What's a? I want to give you an example. I said big. What's the other hustle gang?
Big
niggas?
Crit is not a
Big Crit
mid-tier
is a
rapper.
mid-tier rapper.
He's higher than
tripping.
that. He is
You're
not mid-tier.
tripping. You ever heard Confetti? Your Confetti ain't even heavy. He got so many random songs that if you go through and just listen, like he say so much.
I'll take that back. I heard some freestyle. I heard him in a cipher where I would say it was better than a lot of stuff I was hearing, but it was still hella.
He got a song called "Pick Yourself Up." I had mom singing it. She in the ride like "Pick yourself up, pick yourself up."
He probably made a snappy ass rhyme,
Dude,
but in the gamut of rappers, if we're making these categories, there are a lot more rappers that fit into even though they may be good, they may be good rappers, they still fit into the middle tier. Name just say some people. Say some people that ain't an obvious top tier.
That's not an obvious. Rappers that are not
everybody
obvious
in
top tier.
TDE short of Schoolboy Q and Kendrick. You know,
Lloyd Banks is not top tier rapper.
Lloyd Banks is a top tier rapper.
Are you gonna swing on him right now? You gritting like
you
upset.
Did you? I was hard because niggas that rap shouldn't say stuff like that.
Lloyd Banks is trash.
He ain't
For
trash.
real.
He's not.
See,
trash.
and that's what I mean, dude. And you
that's
rap,
a reach.
you make rhymes.
It's not a reach.
Yes, it is. Lloyd
That
Banks is
a reach.
far from trash.
Lloyd Banks is a
Okay.
top tier rapper.
He over Game.
Yes,
You
leaps
tripping.
and bounds. Game is
So
is a top tier
here's the
rapper.
thing with Banks. Here's the thing with Banks. Banks, I look at Banks and Jadakiss the same as they're great rappers.
I won't
who
dispute
don't make
that.
great albums.
I won't. Hunger for More was a great album.
That's true.
Hunger for More is a classic. I don't know
It's
that
not a
Jadakiss has
classic.
made a classic.
It's not a classic.
Hunger for More is a classic.
It is not a classic.
No, it's not.
You're tripping.
It's not
Hunger
a classic.
for More is a classic.
It's not.
That's
but
a
that's
great
cool.
album.
But so you look at, and that's the thing about you bring up Game. Game has better albums
Yes, he does.
than Lloyd Banks and Jadakiss.
Yes, he does.
He has a better discography than Lloyd Banks and Jadakiss.
That's your fault.
Yeah. I'll let you have that because it's all opinion, but
It's true though.
that nigga.
How many?
I feel like you're saying that because the album sounded better.
Okay, put it like this.
The production he had on it.
Name-
As a rapper,
name three
he did
Jadakiss
not
albums.
rap. Name
Three Jadakiss albums.
What? Kiss of Death.
Kiss of something.
Yeah, but there was all kisses.
Kiss the
yeah.
gang goodbye.
Kiss the gang goodbye.
Kiss my ass. Kiss the gang goodbye.
They're all
Kiss
pretty
somebody.
similar, man. Yeah, you can just say a bunch of kiss my
Hershey's
kiss
Kiss.
sentences. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, that's
But
that's where you get
an
it.
obvious top
Okay.
tier rapper though. Jadakiss, we won't
As a
argue.
feature.
But he
As a
doesn't
feat-
make top tier music.
Making
No, he doesn't.
a great album don't if you have
It's
not made
very
a great or
important.
classic album does not preclude you from being a great rapper.
That's true. But just like that, though, you can. Let me better yet. Why can't a great rapper make a great album?
There are many different things that go
Because-
into making an album. It's when you're making a album that is going to be consumed by the marketplace. There are many hands that go into that pot.
My answer
Rapper don't
is-
control all them hands.
My answer is the difference between a great rapper and a great artist.
Good point.
Now, a artist to me will be your Kendricks, your Andre 3000s, will be your not gonna say gay.
Your
Out of the
CeeLos,
woo,
your
out of the
CeeLo
woo,
Greens.
Out of the woo, I would say Method Man, Raekwon are great artists, whereas the rest are great rappers.
Method Man, I don't think is a great artist.
I don't either.
I think he's a great rapper.
I think he can rap,
I
but his
wouldn't call him
albums leave
great
a lot to
artist.
be desired to me.
They do.
And
They-
So then you can't
I
be
think
a
you
great
can say that
artist.
for
They do.
everything.
Okay, so
I think you can say that for
opposite with
everyone in
Method
the
Man.
Wu-Tang.
No, Ghost makes albums.
yeah, Ghost actually does.
Ghost is
makes
another one of them
albums.
niggas. Ghost is like a less
You about to
lyrical
reach. You
cannabis.
about to reach.
Ghost is like a
Less
less
lyrical
lyrical
cannabis.
cannabis. Like that nigga, he gives you a bunch of
Okay,
obscure
can I-
fucking references and shit that will go over your
that
head
shit sound
if you
dope,
didn't.
but the
it
difference
don't
is
though.
it sound fire.
It don't though.
Dog,
It don't,
the nigga
man.
one time you said I fucked you on the table with 3 legs.
What?
That shit is fire, nigga.
Really?
Yes.
There's no wordplay in there. There's no
none.
reason. There's nothing
The
about what a rapper.
But the visual of fucking a girl on the table that's missing a leg is fucking hilarious. That shit dope.
It's if we give it points for imagery, I don't mind that. We can give it good points for good imagery.
Ghost paints great pictures. You gotta
take
give him
more
that.
than being. I can't say that because by that rationale, any obscure reference will paint a great picture for
Not
you.
really.
If it just got to be
All
funny.
that I got is you.
If you
all that I got
if a
is you
bitch being
wasn't
fucked
fire.
on a table with 3 legs is funny and compelling content,
It's
where we
entertaining.
setting the
That
bar,
shit
man?
is- that
Where we
shit is
setting the
Now,
bar?
here's what I gotta say about Ghostface.
Yo, he
Because
called me.
I called John. I'm like, yo, man, what is Ghost talking about? Because Ghost would just throw a bunch of words together like Wally B. Sway while I lay with John Blaze and Ron Days.
Cannabis, nigga, that is a less lyrical cannabis.
Lotion in my skin, polying, out here polying,
That
wallying.
shit
We're
cold,
open,
though.
we're open
With
with
wallabies in.
But
Yeah,
that shit cold, though.
It sounds great.
That's all
No,
that
it
matters.
doesn't.
Yes, it
Stop
does.
saying that.
Yes, it does.
It does not sound great.
That shit is awesome.
Oh,
man.
my
Catch me
Where we
parking
setting the
Kentucky
bar,
with the lawyers
man?
in the donut shop. Out here ready to rock.
Hell
Pimp
yeah.
the top open
All
like
of
a
that.
soda pop.
All
Like,
of that.
I'm like, what are you talking about, dude?
All of that.
But it sound good though.
Yes.
What are you talking
Yes,
about?
it
But it
does.
sound good.
That's like when Chris D'Elia, did you see the imitation
do
he was
that,
doing
yeah.
to Eminem?
That's
Hamming
funny.
and pumpkins, ramming and
that
napkins.
That sounded good. It was funny.
Stop.
Hella authentic. Did it to the nose.
Stop. Can we just talk about how fucking great that shit was?
Hey, if we're gonna talk about impersonations, I just saw Godfrey
Hamming
do.
and pumpkin, hamming and napkins.
It was
hamming and
hilarious. I
raps,
just saw
napkins.
Godfrey do Steve Harvey, and that might be the best impersonation, the funniest impersonation I've ever seen.
Who's this?
Godfrey impersonating Steve Harvey. It was on the Vlad interview. I just saw it.
I heard about it.
It was hilarious, dude. Like he sounds just like that
With
nigga.
that
But that if you can
panorama
do that,
in a mannequin hand.
it will hit every time. If you can sound just like an artist, it'll hit all the time.
But the
And that nigga
fact-
got him down to a
Dude.
T, dude.
And
is
that
hilarious.
does not bode well for him.
No.
Why?
The fact that he could do that.
Why?
Because it makes him predictable.
No,
It means that M is
it means he
predictable.
studied his style. Everybody got a
Hamming
style.
and napkins.
That's how you do. That's how you do
Put a baby in
impersonations.
a napkin,
Bam,
Rapping-
ramming, ramming.
wrapping them in the napkin.
That is the funniest shit.
You can do that for
I've
everybody,
ever
though,
seen.
man.
Speaking of funny, though, I know this is a hard veer.
Okay, we with that.
Bill Burr.
It's hilarious.
I like the last one was
Dog.
good. I want to watch it again because I was doing other stuff and I feel like I missed a bunch.
I need to
But
watch
even
it twice
missing
also.
It was good.
It was fucking amazing.
Always good though. Even
but-
when they say his last one, people say they ain't like the last one. All of his shit be good.
That's true. That's true. But this shit, it was like, it was what I wish Chappelle's shit would have been.
Really, it
Yes.
felt just like Chappelle shit
But it
to
was
me.
funnier than Chappelle's shit, though.
You
And
didn't
see,
like
my
Chappelle's
thing-
shit?
I did. I liked about half of it.
It was more poignant than funny. Is
Yes.
that and that's
And
that's
see,
what
and my
people
thing
kind of
is-
say.
Chappelle showed that Chappelle felt like he had a point to prove.
Yes.
Yeah,
And he was like, he
and-
was just kicking game.
But
Yes,
it was
almost
still
like
hilarious
Chris
too.
Rock's
Chris Rock.
tambourine wasn't really stand-up comedy.
It
to
was
me.
not funny.
It was really
But
like
he was talking
him
shit that was
talking.
real.
Yeah,
He
it was
didn't
like
even-
really saying
he
a bunch of
didn't
real
even
stuff.
Talk real good though. Like it
think
wasn't.
he
I
did.
didn't
It
like
just
that.
wasn't funny.
I was thoroughly.
I think Chappelle.
underimpressed.
I think Chappelle, like Kano said, Chappelle was trying to prove a point, and he did. You know what I'm saying? But some of it just wasn't funny. I wasn't offended by anything he said, but some of the shit
Some of
I
that shit
just
was
kind of
hilarious.
sat there like, oh, okay. Some of it was fucking hilarious. Some of it was just like, oh, okay. But Bill Burr,
did you like
I
the-
hollered.
Yeah, I
for
laughed a
the
lot.
whole thing.
Bill Burr's delivery is much different than
I like the nigga voices. Like he do stereotypical voices very well. Like for everybody though. For women, white women,
Yeah.
black, like if he's talking about something and he go into the voice that he's criticizing, that's the joke. Like, I'll laugh right there. You don't even have to be doing a
The
good
funny
joke.
thing is, it never changes though. It's
No.
always the same voice,
And it's always
but it's a
always
different
has been
inflection,
too.
Right, exactly.
But
It's
like the
always
part,
been
like
funny.
when he was talking towards the end about him and his wife, and he was like, "I could have stopped there, but I kept going."
That's his shit though.
You know what I'm
Talking
saying?
about his wife.
But
Did
that
you
shit was
fucking know his
hilarious,
wife
though.
was black?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, I knew that.
That's the first time I've ever heard him say that.
He
that's
talks about it all the
All the
time on
time.
his podcast.
what?
You don't listen to his,
Yeah,
you
you
listen
I
to his
do.
podcast.
I listen to the Monday morning
Yeah.
podcast.
I've known that. I've been known that. That's old news.
Dude, I gave that nigga so many more points for just having gone this long and not having a "my wife is black" joke. Does he? Have you heard him
Well, he
have a
doesn't
"my wife
do
is black"
jokes
joke?
about it, but he's talked about it in interviews.
Yeah,
Never heard
so-
him mention it, dude.
I have.
When you hear Gary Owen tell you at every moment he got a black wife, it shows you the difference in
Yeah.
integrity of the comic.
Right.
Those who need to reach for the low-hanging fruit and those who you don't even know have the low-hanging fruit, let alone do they ever reach for it and go for it. I gave him so many points for it. And he's hilarious talking about it. Like, he has every stand-up, a huge chunk of it is about him and his wife. Like, you almost have an accurate story if you go from the first couple that I saw on Netflix. You see where he wasn't married to her and they was growing a relationship, still wasn't married but still together. Then they married, still together. Like, he's got a set in each of them showing the trajectory of where they at. That's cool as shit that he is always successfully funny with that running joke, and it shows you his life, and the nigga don't have to keep telling you. He doesn't prove his legitimacy by saying,
Well, yeah,
I can't be a
and
racist
that's
because
a-
I'm married to a
well,
black
I
woman.
think the difference-
He ain't never
yeah,
had to
And
do
he,
it.
but he talked about it in the special also about
This special,
the one,
I've never heard him talk about
the
it.
one scenario where it's like, okay, so you just gonna let that? Right? I don't know how you actually laid it out, but she had a problem with the thing. He was kind of like,
And they kind of went back
All
and
right.
forth about it. He
Yeah.
said, if you going to feel like that about this, you should feel like that. It
One of
was
my
good
favorite
and
parts, he
crafted
was
well.
like, he said, and I'm paraphrasing, but it was something to the effect of, if black people had it so good, we wouldn't have all this great music. Nigga, I holler.
yeah.
Like, to me,
Yeah.
that is
And
that
it's
is
a truth
smart,
almost. It's
but
really a
but
truth.
that's like, you know what I'm saying?
It's a smart way to flip it.
It is true though.
That is a skillful comedian.
But to
man.
be able to walk that line, to talk about
And not
race,
be canceled after your
and not
set.
be offensive, but not be weak about it either.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Be
saying? And still be
unapologetic about your
hilarious.
stance.
Yeah, and still be. And that's my only thing is this with comedians. And this was my only issue with Chappelle is if you are going to cross the line, it has to be funny.
It
He's shaking the
wasn't
hell out of his
hilarious.
All of Chappelle's last stand-up was not hilarious to me.
Even
Some
even
of
the
it
shit that
was,
was meant to be
some of it
poignant when he was
wasn't.
talking about I can't say nigger. Well, ma'am, I'm not a nigger either. I can't say
That was
faggot.
funny. The shit
And
about the
probably
transgender wasn't funny to me.
strongest shit.
That wasn't funny to you?
It didn't make me laugh.
with
that
them
was-
in the back seat
You in
of
the car and shit. That shit wasn't funny to me.
I don't know, man.
I think-
I get what he was trying to say.
What I think, what
he
I
made
think
his
is
point, but it just wasn't funny.
Chappelle's stand up is like a large, unrhymed slam poem because it starts off with one and then it goes through the full story and it ends on the same note.
He's got
Just like he
continuity,
started.
though.
Just like he started it off talking about, okay, Anthony Bourdain traveled around
Who
the world.
else can do a
and
joke like
then-
that, man?
Right, who else can? But then at the end of his actual set, he was talking about him being broke at a particular time was the one time he thought about
Yeah.
picking up a gun and
Right.
and instead of saying killing himself, he's like shooting up a school. Thank you, everybody. I'm out.
Yeah,
You know, he
it's a
has
good way
he
to
has
do
a
it, man.
vendetta. He has something that he really needs to get across, and he does it.
And you can tell he takes his time crafting the mechanism
And-
that he gets it to.
And
you.
which he's great. He's great at doing that. But there's a difference between this, like the rapper to artist thing, where Chappelle is an artist and Bill Burr is the great rapper
can agree
that
with
gets
that
you hype in the
analogy.
club. You see
Yeah,
what I'm
he
saying?
got he got the system down.
So-
he hit.
But as a comedian, Is it not your job to be funny
It is your job to be funny.
as a comedian?
And at the same time, some comedians are funny in ways that or funny with the tools of
Is there
being
different ways of being funny?
Is the
Yeah,
measure
being
of a
over the
comedian
top.
how many times the person laughs?
Yeah.
I don't agree with that. I think
I don't want to watch a comedian that don't make me laugh.
Well,
Why am I watching
here's-
you?
here's the
Well,
difference. Here's the
it
difference.
shows
No, here's what I'm
variety
saying.
and depth of craft. Sometimes a comedian, not every point in the set is built to make you laugh. Some of it is a setup. Some of it is a message. There are different functions for different parts of
So
this.
then you're a public speaker.
Exactly. You're
What's
just
my
giving a
man?
speech. You're
no,
not a comedian.
No, you're a comedian, but part of the craft is crowd control and narrative control. Building to the point.
I understand all that, but
Bill Burr, did you see on there where he real good with that when he said a joke, it didn't hit, and a couple people in the crowd gave him like the nervous laughter, and he said, hey, you ain't got to laugh at it. If it didn't work, be quiet. I'll know it didn't work, and I'll go to the next one. And that hit. That saved the laugh.
Yeah, it
that
does.
type of crowd control is a skill that goes into being a good comedian.
I agree with that.
So
That
ain't
has nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
all of these skills don't end with a laugh.
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying
So
that
you will
either.
get moments
You're
in
making
the set.
arguments
No,
that
no,
I'm
no.
not
So
making.
you'll get moments in the
Time
set
out,
where you're
time
not
out,
going to
time
get
out.
a laugh.
I agree with that. That's not what I'm talking
To me,
about.
to me,
So it's not the measure of a comic how many laughs you get.
no, to me, comedy is like a form of religion. People gravitate to the one that is most comfortable to them. And you have some comics that talk about certain shit that you just don't relate to. Therefore, it's not funny. Then you have some that do, and therefore, it's funny as hell. So you have somebody like Chappelle who crosses lines and borders, and he's able to be funny to specific people, especially saying specific shit. Whereas you have Bill Burr, who we've watched him do like women bashing and
Everything. He's done everything.
He's done some of everything, and he's good at it because he's straightforward with it. He holds no punches, and he just doesn't give a damn. But I'm pretty sure if he were up there doing jokes about the hood, they wouldn't be funny. You see what I'm saying?
That's not true because
I'm
he
sure
actually
he'd
did
make
one.
it- yeah, he'd
he
make
did. There's a
funny
clip.
jokes about the hood
There's
if
a
he chose
clip
to.
about him on YouTube about him going to meet a girl, a black woman. I don't know if it was his future wife at that time, but he talks about I'm good. He talks about going to meet up with a girl in Harlem before it was gentrified, and that shit was fucking hilarious.
I can believe it.
You know what I'm saying?
I
And it's
think
on
still-
YouTube. I understand what you're saying, and I get it. I know about the setup and the lead up and the punchline, and I get that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying simply there were whole bits that were not funny. You know what I'm saying? It was more of like, I got a point to make. I don't give a fuck if it's funny or not. I'm gonna get this shit off my chest.
I feel like the measure of a comic is more than just laughs, and that's all I say that to. There are some things that
But I feel like the great comics can do both.
See,
Which is get your shit off
Yeah.
and have it be funny.
The thing-
I don't know if you ever watched George Carlin, but George
George
Carlin
Carlin
is
is
one of
hilarious.
the greats at getting his shit off,
Yes.
like having an
Making it
axe to
funny.
grind and making it funny
Right.
at the same time.
I like Lewis Black.
Yeah.
Another one.
But there were instances in Chappelle's last stand-up, not the whole thing. There were parts that I found fucking hilarious, but there were just a couple parts where I just sat there,
Yeah.
and it didn't move me. But Bill
Exactly.
Burr shit,
Yeah.
I hollered through the whole stand-up.
Y'all know who I
and I
really-
haven't laughed that hard through a whole stand-up comedy in a
I
long time.
did not, which means that's not saying that I didn't find it funny. I don't know if it was a
Well, it
position
hits
I was
people
in.
differently, yeah.
Exactly.
Do y'all know who Ali Sadiq is?
That motherfucker's hilarious.
Hilarious.
I've never heard of
In
him.
the same
That
vein, though,
motherfucker
he's
is
got a message for you.
Larry, dude,
And it's hilarious.
I heard him on This Is Not Happening, the little TV show they
That's
did.
where I got turned on to him.
That's
and then
the
I
first
just
thing
started
I
looking
seen.
for shit for him
and next
everywhere.
thing you know, I listened to his entire discography in like 2 days. Dog, he's
see the shit he did in the
hook.
prison?
Yeah, he did the shit in the prison.
Hilarious, dude. That dude is real funny.
Absolutely hilarious. I definitely say
I
you
had to
should
check
listen
him
to
out.
his
Yeah,
shit.
I bring it up because he's another comic that I like
Your
a
boy
lot.
Wood,
and
what
it's
up,
real
though?
good.
He said
What
Corey
up,
Holcomb.
Wood?
Corey
Corey
Holcomb's
Holcomb.
funny as hell. Right, exactly.
Hilarious. But that dude's a little much unnecessarily. Sometimes.
Corey Holcomb.
Yeah, unnecessarily.
With the crusty laugh.
And I watched the 5150 show. I watched I ain't mad, but sometimes it's like over the top sakes, and it really don't hit.
Yeah.
you know. But the Ali Sadiq dude, I feel like that is a comic. that-
Ali Sadiq is Sadiq is real, and he's genuinely fun, and he's one of them hood dudes that been to jail and got out and
And I
straightened
got a
himself
message
up
for you.
and got right.
I
Exactly.
got a message, but I'm gonna make it funny. I'm gonna put the medicine in the candy.
Mm-hmm.
So everything you hear on his set is not gonna get a huge laugh from you, but it will build to a punchline. You'll laugh, and then you gonna get the medicine in there too. But it's funny all the
No,
way.
It's funny
But
all the way through.
just because you don't get a laugh every 3 seconds or every 5 seconds, it doesn't mean that.
But that's not what I'm saying. I'm telling you, there are whole segments of his shit that just did not hit with me.
So when you say it didn't
The
hit,
whole-
does that mean it didn't make you laugh, or you didn't think it was compelling content?
Both.
Now, I understand
The
what you're saying.
Michael Jackson part, it was unnecessary to me.
Yeah, it was.
You know what I'm saying? It was unnecessary.
I don't know if I would say unnecessary.
And like it seems like for some reason he loves talking about transgender people. Because the last two he had segments
But he said
which
that
were
also.
funnier.
because they're the ones who attack
which
him
were-
most online.
But I'm saying, but in the two that he dropped in the same time, was it like last
Netflix-
year?
Yeah.
Where he talked about him, those when he did his transgender bits and those, that shit was funny. This one, it was like overkill. It's like, damn, dog. Like,
I think
okay,
he was
we
just
got it.
he was just backlashing at that.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
this
he
one.
was
and
I
but
put
that's
it like
why,
this.
and I know that, and I'm just saying, but
the
when
whole
you do that,
the whole point of this
like,
one,
it's gotta, deliver. It didn't deliver.
the
for me.
whole point of this one was him, and we talked about this last week. The whole point of this one was him taking an opportunity to try to stand up for the ones who get ridiculed for the piddly shit that they get ridiculed for, and this was him lashing back out about the two previous specials he did,
Yeah.
where he talked about this, that, and the other with the transgenders, genders, and all that shit. So that's what is coming back out in this special that he did. Was some of it necessary? No. But was some of it funny? Yes.
Absolutely.
To me, and
Your shit with a dope fiend broke in his house.
To
that
me-
shit was hilarious.
to me, the funniest out of there's Bill Burr, who's funny as hell, and I'm mad this guy passed. Patrice O'Neal,
fucking hilarious.
hilarious.
I like him. I don't think
He
he
was-
was what
he
everybody was
was-
saying he was.
He was hilarious. Like,
See, and it's funny
but
that
he
how
just
that
kind of
hits.
talked. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like,
It's funny. It's funny with how that hits. Like some people can jump and stick the landing, and some people can't. Like Chris Rock sounds extremely scripted to me. Like
Yeah.
every last, he's got it from every movement, every word he says, all the rest of it. I think Chappelle is the same way, where he's very scripted, but at the same time he has a bit of looseness. Whereas Bill Burr has this like genuine, angry
I don't know what I'm
motherfucker
gonna
that
talk about
just
till I
comes-
talk about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You could tell that he's
Come with a framework,
freestyling.
but he'll freestyle. a
Some
little
of that
bit.
is freestyling, and which he's good at it. You know what I'm saying? Because he does that throughout his podcast.
I think what he does is,
he has the ideas, and he
Yeah.
just kind of goes.
yeah, he's like, okay, like it's like a shell of the shit.
Right.
got a
And then he
framework
builds
that he-
it on
Yeah,
stage.
he has the idea,
Yeah.
and then he talks about the idea the way he talks about it. It's not like so, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's not painted by the numbers. But I mean, all in all, both great specials. I will say to watch them. I will check out the one that y'all keep suggesting to me about the girls show. or
Black
something
Lady
like that.
Sketch Show.
Black
Watch
Lady
that
Sketch
shit.
Show. I will say
dog.
that shit.
It is, like I said, the I had my trepidations at first. My mama told me to watch it, and I'm like, And then I watched it with. I'm like, oh, this shit is actually funny.
I
And
just hope
not,
it's nothing like the Two Dope Queen shit.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, don't even watch it.
But this shit is funny. Like it's
The little chick that's
yeah.
I know her from the internet meme. Like she was an internet you know, the little chick that the meme is her at the counter with her date, and he ordering stuff at the movies, and every time she say, oh, you got money. Oh, give it all
That's
to
her?
him. That is her,
Oh,
dude.
wow, I didn't know that.
Didn't know.
That is her. And she's the funniest little motherfucker on that show, dude.
Yeah, it's a good show, man.
You think they're gonna get rid of your boy?
Who?
They on
No.
trial, but for what
No.
now? He
It's
done
too
ran
late.
his course.
It's too late. I always tell people, and I didn't know this, and I saw somebody
Niggas is
say
voting
this.
next year.
It took 3 years to impeach Richard Nixon.
Yep.
3 whole years. Like, no. It's not gonna happen. You know, it's funny. It's tragically funny to watch. Like, it's funny, but it's not funny.
Right.
And then, like, he threw Mike Pence under the bus too. He
yeah.
basically snitched on Pence. Like,
Yeah,
yo,
he
take
snitched.
his shit. He
Yeah,
did the
exactly.
Kobe. He did the Kobe and Shaq
he-
joint. Like,
okay.
yo, he doing it
I
too.
don't know the
Yeah.
biggest difference between Watergate and this, but I don't think they had him telling on himself for Watergate. They have
Well, no, they
President
didn't. But they had
saying it
paperwork on
out.
Watergate.
That's different than having somebody say out your face, I did it.
But the problem is that the Republican Party is still standing behind him.
Yes.
They got enough votes. To
But
No,
see,
they got enough votes to start the
procedure.
proceedings.
Yes.
Not to actually impeach him.
Yes.
They
'Cause it
have
still
enough
goes-
votes to start the
Right.
proceedings.
So it still has to go to another step, which they might be like, yeah, y'all went through all that. Get this shit out of here.
And you
I
have
just
a
hope-
Republican majority in the Supreme Court
Exactly.
as well.
I just hope at this point, when you got somebody basically confessing to the crime,
It's
it doesn't.
still not
it
gonna
don't
matter.
take. But I,
If
I
you
would
notice,
just hope that it
since-
don't take a bunch of time. To
Since this
investigate
shit has came up, he's raised $12 million out of nowhere.
They love him more.
In days. Yes,
They love him
even
more. And that's the thing.
Hey, I don't dispute that. Like,
It's
people-
like
This
the
is-
more he does, it's
The-
kind of like it's like a mama and her murderer son. Like she can't see it. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
I
Like
don't know
not
how
my
much
baby. It's like
stock
that
I
not my
put in
baby
that
type of shit.
I don't know how much stock I put in that shit when they say what do you mean he raised $12 million after that? Meaning in campaign funds for his reelection?
Yes.
People just came out of nowhere.
It's like
and
when- it's like
started
when Zimmerman-
dumping
it's like
money
when
into
Zimmerman
his
killed
campaign.
People, how we know that wasn't that ain't
Because
just
it's
something
coming
to-
directly from the site, directly from donation, directly from just out of nowhere.
I just don't be
Like,
believing
oh,
those
they on
stories
his
about
head
where
giving
money
his
came
bread.
from. I don't be believing when rich people tell me where their money came from. I ain't show that you didn't have one benefactor put it in there so you can run the news story.
I mean,
and say,
you can go,
hey,
can Google the reports and everything.
probably,
like
but
that.
I'm just saying, how do you know that this increase ain't just to say, hey, we still got traction, this didn't hurt us, and there's keep momentum going.
you
Like,
you can look up the reports and everything talking about this.
No, I'm not saying that the increase isn't there, but I'm not saying
You're just
that-
saying you don't
I don't
wanna
know that they
believe
didn't
where it came
fraudulently
from.
say, yeah, that look, these are just all donations from regular, citizens. I don't believe all that. But either way, it don't fucking matter.
It's not. I truthfully don't believe it's going to happen. It's something to talk about. It's something for them to go after. But for some reason, like
People
this,
don't care.
They don't.
People don't, and I'm talking about people on both sides. People don't care. The biggest issue in this country is that motherfuckers are hella comfortable. And so it's kind of like motherfuckers will put a Facebook post up about it and then move on with their day. You know what I'm saying? It's not a situation where people are taken to the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, because motherfuckers is too comfy. They don't give a fuck. I got the new iPhone. I don't care. I'm chilling. I'm good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You block it out. You don't have to watch it. You don't have to see it. You don't have to even pay
it's a
attention to it
matter
whatsoever.
of I don't feel it. I don't feel what he's doing in my everyday life, so I don't give a fuck.
Let's speak to that, because I feel like there's a lot of people that are like that, and I would just like to add some context to that. Is it not all right to not partake in the activities of a broken system?
Is it not all right to not partake in a broken system?
Is it okay to not take? do you feel like it is acceptable to refrain from taking part in a broken system?
I don't have a problem with it.
No.
That's
If
your
there's-
choice.
How do you mean taking part in?
Voting?
And all other facets
Yeah,
of
I don't have a problem with it. I understand both sides. You know what I'm saying? The thing about quote unquote freedom is that
You have the freedom.
I have
to
the
not-
freedom to do
So
what
that
I
being the
want,
case-
even if it means not be involved, even if it means to not take part in this circus that
Now-
is what it is.
Now let's say that decision helps your life. I feel like
What do you mean helps your life?
it's your responsibility to curate your life,
Mm-hmm.
to control the energy around it, control what happens and what affects your life. Certain shit you can't control. That broken ass system, you can't control it.
Mm-hmm.
So why would one care at all? Why would one care about not being able to control something that is broke?
Now let me ask you this: on a federal level, I 100% agree. On the local level, I disagree, though. On the local level, I do feel like you have control.
I kind of feel like that
over
too. You do
your
have
community
more
and your
control,
city
and you
and
got
your
more
state.
say. I
It's close.
completely
It's closer to
agree
you.
with
Yeah,
that.
so you do.
Yeah,
It is still the advocating of a broken system.
that's a fact. But
So-
but on the local level, it's a broken system that affects
That-
your everyday life.
Correct.
As much as you allow it to. The government, not only do we not control any of the triggers that's being pulled, but when you say it affects your life on a day-to-day basis, something is going to affect your life.
Well, let me
have
give you
rules to every game that you play.
Let me give you an example of what I mean. Illinois. Y'all don't live anywhere in that area. I've been living in that area my whole life.
close.
So when Kwame was in office, he put a island in the middle of Livernois. Killed a whole lot of businesses. They protested, you know what I'm saying, to no avail. This year, they decided to remove the island, which is also killing the businesses because
now,
of the construction.
Yep. So
And it's tearing up, and people ain't got nowhere to park, and blah 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 blah.
yep. Another thing.
What?
Continue.
That's
Yeah.
those things you can control with your
To an
vote,
extent.
as far as who you're voting for and
Not
what
control, have a say in.
Yeah, you can't control
Because
a
it's not
person,
right?
That's,
Or you
I
can't
don't mean
control
it
the
like
outcome
that.
of a fair election,
Right.
You know,
You-
so
you can-
you
but
can
you
have
can
your
have
voice is
influence.
heard. Your voice
You
has
can
a weight.
influence.
Yes,
You can have an influence.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And
So I get that, and I
there
agree
are
with
things
you,
like
yes.
that on that level. Because now it's so funny because they're tearing up the island on Livernois, but yet they're putting an island on Grand River, which is hilarious. to
Now,
me.
and we're gonna take that example that this is something that you do have a say in, and you can affect change about.
right.
Whether there's an island there or it isn't, how much of your life really?
If you're a
is
business
affected?
owner, it hurts.
It may hurt you, but there are circumstances all over this country that hurt small businesses. Now, it is
But-
your choice,
but
and
those-
it's
but there
something
are
you can't control as a small business owner.
But
You
some
can't control whether that
circumstances-
island goes there or not. So it is out of your control.
Some circumstances you can have an influence on.
You can have influence, but you don't control it.
Well, you
can get
don't
all
as
your
a-
businesses to vote that's on that
control,
street.
but control is let's take control out of it
But
because
that's my
in
point,
this
though.
life, you don't control shit.
There are things you control.
The only thing
That's
you
how
control in your life is your thoughts.
You
That's
curate
it.
your life.
Only thing you can control in this world is your thoughts.
You control the home you own.
Sometimes you can't
You
control
control the
You don't
the
own a
walls,
home.
You don't
You don't own a home.
The walls.
Your name is
of
on
your.
it.
First off, you can own the home. You may never own the land that it sits on. You can pay for those four walls and all that.
That is semantics like a
No.
motherfucker.
I can move my home. You can own a home. You can own a home outright. That's not an uncommon thing.
And it can
You
be
will
taken
never,
from you.
It
Don't
can be
pay your
taken
taxes.
if you don't pay your property
Which
taxes.
means you don't own it.
You do own the home.
No, you don't.
You can move that
if
home.
it can be taken from you, you don't own
If you
it.
go lapse on your property taxes and you're able to move your home, you can move your home somewhere and start
But where you
anew.
gonna move it to?
Don't matter. Find somewhere. But
If you
still
can't pay
do
your
it.
property
you
taxes,
own a home.
how you gonna pay to move the goddamn
You still
house?
gotta pay
There are
taxes.
some-
That's what I'm
there
saying,
are-
man. That's
you gotta pay
semantics,
something.
man.
You gotta pay taxes
So-
wherever. If you
So
take
feel
your
like
house,
you don't own anything in this
you
world?
take your house
No,
and
you
you
don't.
put it on the back
Okay.
of a truck
And
and,
that's the
leave it
thought
on the
process.
truck. You gotta pay taxes for
That's
that
the
truck.
thought process. I get it. And I don't subscribe to it, but I get what you're saying when you don't own anything in this world. I get that. In a more practical sense, there are things that you do have absolute control over.
Your thoughts. That's it. That is it.
I get that.
What
man.
else?
In a practical sense, who controls that hoodie you wear?
Oh my God.
This is what I mean. That is a very, very
What?
specific.
What?
I can't. You will stop me
You
from
win.
taking that hoodie
What?
off your
You
back,
won.
right? You'll
You
stop me
won.
from taking
What?
that hoodie off your back.
You won.
There are levels of control in this life.
What?
You can stop. You can shoot a robber from coming in your house.
What?
You can control what's going on in your house.
What?
There are levels of control in this life. When this pessimistic view,
That's
you don't
when I
own
give up.
nothing. Cool, because you don't like hearing information that is counter to what
You
you
right.
feel like it just shouldn't be.
You right.
But when you give up all, if you feel like you control nothing in this world, I don't want to live like that. But I do control what happens in my home. I control.
Okay, that's different.
My what happens.
Didn't somebody
in
just
my
break in
car.
your house?
Yeah.
Did you control that?
Yeah.
How?
First off, I was absent, and there are ways I could have stopped them from getting in my house. My fault for
If
failing
you was
on the
there.
control. No, I could have fortified my house in a better fashion.
What?
Yeah. See, and that is the hallmark of niggas that just don't like, being wrong. There are things you control in this life, dude, and you can control.
You too smart for me, dog.
I understand, man. And you know what? Once we hit that wall and we're not having a back and forth, I don't think I have to say it to the people watching. We can go on to the next one. Y'all, I feel like a forfeit has
Feeling
happened.
you, dog.
I know. Niggas,
Never get
niggas
tired
like
of
being
living life
ignorant.
right here.
That's what's up.
You want to live life up here?
I'm sorry I don't have this pessimistic view on life where even the things I own, I don't control.
I know, man.
I don't view life like
It's
this.
funny to me, too.
All
You
right.
come to see me play, you see me play, right?
What up? I control this life.
Okay,
It don't control me.
TDG, let me say this much. I understand your sentiment as far as for you
Alright.
want to feel as if you control.
Ain't no want to feel. I control it.
Okay, you control it. You I'm in charge.
Niggas
Say I'm in charge. I'm in charge.
I don't know why y'all feel like life, like you don't control life, dude. What type of niggas is y'all that give up on your control over your life? Who does this?
Hold that steering wheel. I say I'm in charge. I'm in charge. Now get my tape to the radio. I'm in charge.
Who gives up in life like that?
Shit, that is hilarious.
Hey man, be better. Be better, man.
Yes,
you
sir.
control more of this
Thank
life
you.
than you think.
Thank you for that advice.
You can do it.
I know.
You can win.
I'm going to try.
You try hard. Don't give up.
I won't.
Don't ever give up.
I won't.
And be yourself.
Okay.
Look, say I am
I am.
somebody.
See, look,
That's
look at this
right,
shit.
my
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
My
Look at
man.
this shit. All right. Listen, I feel you.
I feel you, dog.
No, you don't. Step your life game up. You don't feel me. Step your life game up and really feel me. You don't understand. You living down there with John. You don't understand.
No. I mean,
That's cool.
see. You like, look, I control everything. I control.
Let's bring it
all
back
this
around.
shit.
Elections and shit. The things that you can't control in this life, don't worry about them. You should not be engaged in them. And if you ain't engaged, just find a way to win. It's rules in every game you play in this life. You gonna find a way to win or you not. Period. That's it.
Yeah.
I ain't gotta vote. I ain't gotta care. I'm gonna get up and whatever the rules is in this life, I'm gonna win. Period.
What?
And we don't make the rules. I know, right? Hard trying to speak wisdom to niggas that just hate knowledge.
Right. What did this
So
nigga
hard.
just say? I don't know.
I know, right? One of these days, y'all gonna play it back. When you're really honestly
He
thirsty
done went
for
to Stone
knowledge.
Cold and shit like.
When you're thirsty for
Hey,
knowledge,
You
I
sound,
gotta-
you
I-
sound like you're in
niggas are
control.
doing it.
I gotta-
What? You in control? What?
Do you feel in
You feel in control?
Do
What?
you feel in control?
What?
one of these
What?
days,
Check this out,
y'all
though.
will be enlightened.
I got something I want to discuss. That church?
Oh.
You went to that?
No.
No.
I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about weed.
Oh,
So we can,
Go
we can,
ahead.
we can, yeah.
Dog. I ain't never been that high before.
You still a virgin though, kind of, man. Like you still
not really. Cause I smoke. I smoke every day now, so I go to sleep.
Well, you still your body
So-
still, but you getting used to being the head.
So
man.
I went to a smoke and paint party last week.
Did they provide or you bring your own?
No, you bring your own. And one of my friends from the casino had a birthday party, blah, blah, blah. So, dog, I ain't never been that high since probably the first time I got high. I was high as hell.
Yeah, that thigh
And then I
out.
passed, dog. And then I passed. They was like, "What's this shit right here?" I was like, "Get off my dick first of all."
All right, yeah. Don't ask no questions.
First
Be
of all,
happy I
all
let
right.
you hit that
Yes.
and give me my
And
shit back.
You're
son.
welcome.
Right. Be
That
happy,
shit
nigga.
was fire.
Yeah.
Fire. Fire.
That sounds like an interesting
Yeah, that's
concept,
good.
though, with people going and painting. I mean, you see the painting with a twist.
It was dope. We had
Yeah.
talked about that though. Remember it? I didn't want to say his name because he got a regular job, so I ain't gonna say his name.
Right.
But we had discussed this. I want to say probably like last year. But yeah, I mean, it's a dope idea because essentially all you really need is a building and paint. Somebody who know how to fucking paint.
Yeah, it's
and
like
paint supplies.
It's like them those game rooms, them escape rooms. It's
Absolutely,
the same type of hookup.
yeah.
You find you a room, pay some rent.
Yeah.
Supplies is
And then you just charge
trivial.
people by the hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, cause we was done with the painting in like 45 minutes, and then the other
Now y'all just
The rest of it was
chilling.
just chilling
high.
around.
High.
Like,
Yeah. It's a good time right
Hell
there.
yeah.
like,
Dog.
what you paint? Like,
Hey,
I don't know.
Hold
Same
up,
shit you
hold up.
painted.
Oh, and my
Because it's
paint-
all the same thing,
Dog,
right?
my paint was so trash because I got high and I was like,
feel
"Fuck
you.
this shit."
like Stevie
And
Wonder.
that's the point, though. That's the
Stevie
whole
Wonder
Right.
painted
Yeah.
this. Wait, hold on. I know this is severe. Did y'all see? I put it up on Facebook. Did y'all see? If you take the Chicago Bulls logo
Hilarious.
and turn it
does look
upside
like a
down,
robot busting
it
them
does
sheets
look
in.
like a robot having sex with a
Yes,
crab.
it's hilarious.
It's fucked up, but it's weird. So you was talking about the paint. I'm like, he should have painted that, but
But I thought, and that's how niggas was tricking me. I thought niggas was actually going in there and getting some real paint tutelage. They not.
no, they not.
It's a paint by numbers kind of situation.
It is. They give you.
It's just like paint sip. You ever been to a paint sip before?
No, I'm heterosexual.
God, I hate you. It's fun, man. To bring your own
I bet
dude.
it is. Bring your own dude.
It has
You can bring your
nothing to
own
do
dudes.
with
You brought your own dude. there?
sexuality. That has nothing to do with sexuality, man.
All right.
No.
It never does.
Basically, what it is you go in and you drink
stand
and
this
you
nigga.
paint and be creative and learn how to. I mean,
Is painting gay? Is that what you're trying to say?
No.
What are you saying?
Paint and sip is gay.
Painting and drinking.
Drinking
is gay.
is
That
gay?
activity is for
Drinking while you're
homosexuals.
painting is gay.
That activity.
What-
is for
what
homosexuals.
activity?
The one that you paid to go and do.
Painting
Why?
and drinking.
The paint and sip thing. That
What-
activity. To
what
pay
makes
to
it
go and
gay?
Do that. Well,
I'm
if I gotta
interested.
explain that to you. I mean,
You've never had any issue explaining any of the other bullshit you talk about.
because I also don't feel like I don't think you're as stupid as you let on, John. I don't think you're as stupid as
I
you let
honestly
on.
have no idea why you think painting and drinking is gay.
I use the term as a colloquialism, as a euphemism to let you know it is less than masculine. Okay? No, it don't mean you do dudes in the butt, but it's a less than masculine activity. That's all.
painting.
Paint and sip is a less than masculine activity.
So painting without drinking is masculine.
if you are a painter and you're sitting at home working on a piece and you happen to have a glass of wine, this is not the same thing.
That
niggas-
sounds gay.
No, it don't. That's
the
an
way
artist that likes
especially
having
the way you say it.
That's the artist that likes
sitting
having a
at
cup of
home
wine.
with a glass of wine.
That's an artist that likes
painting
having a
in
cup
my
of wine.
drawers.
To be a 35 plus grown man. Wait, what is the so what you've gone there, I'll ask you right out, what is the compulsion? Did you really want to go and paint by numbers and have a drink?
Honestly, no. I
Okay.
thought it was going to be trash.
Okay.
But when I went, I had a fucking ball.
And the bitches was there, wasn't they?
Absolutely.
Okay. So there are other reasons why one would be compelled to go though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will give you a pass for showing up
I
to
don't
the
need
place.
your pass.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I actually don't.
But
because I
the
have fun.
Activity, I know, right?
I have fun painting
know.
and drinking.
Have fun doing other stuff.
Yeah.
Okay? Because you really wasn't
What do
painting.
you do for
You really
fun?
wasn't painting, first off. You was
Where the fuck was you last
first-
week?
paint by numbers is
just
not
kept going over
painting. What do you want me to?
Where the fuck was you at last week?
What do you mean?
You couldn't even tell us you wasn't
Oh,
coming.
you talking about at the show?
Yeah.
Working. And the light is leaving earlier these days, so I have less time in the field as it gets later. So I will work until it is almost pitch and I can't see the address. So at times when, especially if it's a slow week and I gotta get out there, I will take as much time in there as I can. And that was one of them days.
Now, what do you do for fun besides watch rap battles?
First off, I'm not as I don't have the time I once had.
You don't have the time for fun?
To engage
no
in the
time for
fun that I had that I
When
usually
you
have.
had
So,
time,
so
what
now
was your
because I
fun?
have a small amount of time, I don't do a bunch of things for fun.
When you did, what
the
did
times
you do?
that I have typically to
Fun
devote
times.
to
What's
fun and
fun for
entertainment, I play chess and I watch rap battles for fun. That's it.
You so fucking lame.
Hey, why is that lame? Why is that? It's fun. It is what is fun to me.
So you play.
What do you do
So
for
you
fun?
play by
You
yourself
paint
and watch
sip.
men yell at each other.
Now let's unpack that. You're not really painting.
I was painting.
You're not painting.
I wasn't painting well.
You were
but I
filling
was painting.
numbers in on
There were
a
no
piece
numbers.
of paper.
There were no numbers.
Were you told where to put the colors of paint?
Absolutely.
That is paint by numbers.
No,
you
it's
are
not.
not painting. It is paint by numbers. It's what a child does.
When you dip a brush in paint and put it on the board, you're painting.
And if someone tells you where to put that paint, if someone tells you what color to use, you ain't doing
It's
shit.
painting
You're following directions.
on how
That's
to
what you're
paint.
doing. No, you're not.
I'm painting.
Nope, you are. You're
Painting.
doing something. You're doing whatever paint and sip is. But at no point are you being an artist.
What?
You're not an artist.
When did I say I was an artist?
That's what you allude to when you
no,
say
it's
I'm
not.
painting.
I was painting, nigga. What the fuck?
No. You weren't painting. Nothing you did was your own volition. None of that what you did was an expression of your own authenticity.
What the fuck are
What
you
is
talking
wrong?
about?
Dude,
That's what
you
painting
are-
is. Painting is an art form. Painting is art.
So
You
did
niggas
an
that
artist-
go and paint and
did
sip,
did
y'all not painting.
Did an artist paint these walls?
No.
What is it painting?
No, I want John to say something. say an artist painted these walls.
I'm at a loss for words right
So
now.
an artist painted these walls, John?
But is this wall
Somebody
painting?
painted the fucking wall.
Wasn't an artist though.
Is it a painting?
I don't know who painted
See?
the wall.
And that's
But
the John
did-
thing.
wait, no.
Is it
You
paint?
know
Stop,
a regular
stop.
Mexican ass laborer
That was
came in
racist.
here,
That's
show
racist.
was,
That's sure
came
is.
in
That's
here
racist.
and painted
As
these
hell.
walls.
Racist.
Ain't no artist.
You want to build a wall, don't you?
Nope.
Did the walls get painted?
I am the chosen one.
But then an artist painted. He
Can
didn't
you
ask
answer my
are the walls
question?
painted.
I'm
Didn't ask
asking
are
you.
the-
I'm asking you.
Are the walls painted?
Did the walls get
Did
painted?
the walls get painted? Yes.
Oh, this fuck.
Then what are we doing?
Did an artist
Then what
paint
are
the
we
walls?
doing? I don't care.
That's what we're talking about.
Well, y'all
though.
talk about that.
So shut the fuck up. Let us talk.
I
then.
won't. No.
An artist did not paint these walls.
Okay. Is
You
it
niggas
paint?
that go and paint and sip
Is it paint?
ain't artists.
When did I claim to be an
Okay,
artist?
TDG.
You did not say the words. The allusion in your text, in the context that you give, says, I'm doing something artistic. You're not
Autistic.
artistic.
Is this painting? This paint, right?
There's paint on these walls.
Okay.
And the nigga had to put the paint on the wall.
Is
Yes.
That's
so what does that
painting,
mean?
motherfucker?
So he
That's
was
what
painting-
it means. It was painted.
Did
Goddamn.
Did he?
Shut up.
Did,
Shut up.
Wait.
Shut up.
Did he have a?
Paintbrush? Yes.
No,
nigga.
no, no. Listen, no. Shut up.
Did he have paint?
Shut up.
Yes, nigga.
Shut up.
He's a painter.
Did he
painted.
Did he have a previously manufactured guide
Dog, you
of
are-
art
No.
to
No.
fill in? Because that's what the fuck you're doing at Paint and Sip. Someone has already drawn a piece of art for you.
And I
you sit
painted
there
it.
and fill in.
Painted
You fill in
with paint.
You
Correct?
fill
Was there
in.
paint involved?
Was it? I don't know what the medium was. Was
Okay,
it paint?
wait.
Could have
Wait.
been markers.
wait.
Could have been markers. Could have
Wait.
been
No,
No,
colored
it wasn't
pencils.
marker. It
Okay.
was
I don't
paint.
know.
TDG.
You
It was
did
paint.
not paint
This
anything.
is what
I
you're doing.
You
painted.
filled in color.
This is what you're doing.
Painting is an art.
This is what you're doing.
Yes.
Okay, you're suggesting that what he painted. Okay, he applied paint
Don't
to a piece
try
of
to
paper.
unpack that shit.
He
No,
filled
no.
it in.
We gonna
He
unpack it.
filled in a numbered circle.
It wasn't.
So how did they tell you? How did they tell you what color
drawn
to
on the
use?
paper already
The,
that you were?
the weed and sip, the weed and paint was. The one we went to for Jermaine's birthday was not.
Okay.
So it was two different ones.
So you went
Right.
to one where you created a piece from scratch?
Yes. It was trash.
Is he
but
an
I
artist
did it.
now?
Stop. Did you have any guide for that?
Absolutely. Because I don't know how to fucking paint.
No, he is not an artist.
I never
He
said I
didn't
was an
paint
artist.
Anything.
I did paint.
He had a guide and he followed instructions for the amount of time he paid to sit there.
Okay, but did he paint something?
No,
What did
Yes,
he do?
I did.
he followed instructions.
Shut the fuck up.
That's it.
Man, I'm watching.
Y'all are not about to take the art,
I'm
the
watching
artistry.
Green at the liquor store. I ain't listening.
Y'all
to this.
need to stop giving
Shout out to
everybody
Green.
artistry.
Oh, he just ended it.
Just because a nigga put paint on a goddamn wall don't make him an artist. Just because a nigga say
Who
words on
said
the mic
he was an
don't
artist?
make him an artist.
I just said I painted. That's all. I didn't say I was an artist. I said I
Well,
painted.
stop saying that. It's
What? Taking paint and putting it on a
It's
canvas?
disingenuous. It paints the picture that you
did he-
No, it
are
paints the picture that I wanted to get
painter.
high and paint. That's all
But you
I
didn't
wanted to
paint,
do.
though. You
I
didn't
did.
paint. You didn't. You didn't, dude. It's like telling a kid, "Hey, fill in these
Dude, I
numbers
thought
with
I
the
was
colors."
bad. You worse than me. Oh
Worse
my
than
God.
what?
You are worse
Keeping it
than
100?
me. Semantics, though. I thought I was
That's
bad.
not
And
semantics.
people have told me I'm bad with that shit. Dude, you are 10 times worse
man.
than me, dog.
It's,
I
it's
have
called
met
being
my
real.
match.
It's
You
called
are
being real.
You are insane.
Hey, but let's keep it real. Let's keep it
grab a
broad, though.
brush.
Let's keep it broad. Is it a less than masculine activity?
No, it's not.
No.
Paint and sip is not a less than masculine activity?
No, it's not.
How many chicks was there? How many dudes was there?
This time it was 3 guys and
18.
about
20.
8 girls. So that makes it.
He lying because it don't fit the narrative right now. But let's give him that. You say 8 and 3.
Why
It's
ask
still
me a question
more-
if you're not gonna
it's
believe
still,
the answer?
It's still more than a 50% women there.
Okay.
And
It's a feminine activity.
What's wrong with that?
Jesus Christ.
It's less than masculine.
Okay.
Jesus
Let me ask you this. Let me
Why?
ask you this.
Don't ask him nothing.
I'm
Y'all
a-
mad.
I'ma ask-
Because he go to less than masculine activities.
I'm
That's all.
and
That
I'm
is
gonna put
the
myself
most
out there.
stupid
Yeah.
statement I've
I'm
ever heard.
gonna put
All right.
myself. I'm gonna put myself out there in a way that's gonna make him think.
Come on, be vulnerable.
Something.
Come on,
But
yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah. Chick gay ass. Come on.
I have a friend, a female friend,
Yeah.
who is of the lesbian persuasion.
Yep.
She takes me to a bar.
Yes, you gay. Is it a gay bar?
It's
Yes!
There's only women there though.
Is it a gay bar?
I'm a straight man.
What reason does a straight man have to do in a gay bar?
Because there's women there.
That don't want you.
Yes, they do.
They're lesbian. That by definition they don't want you.
They not all the way.
Yes, they is he, and
Not
that's
all of
that.
them.
But it be just me though. But you tell you like it's just me though. I'm semantics. I'm semantics though. This nigga said the lesbians ain't all the way gay.
They not.
They ain't all the way gay. I got a chance with one of these bitches.
Yes, I do.
I know they do not like dick, but I got a chance with one
They
of these
do.
hoes. No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Kano. And that is what I mean. Ain't no gray area in here. It's no reason that a heterosexual man would go to a gay bar and
Went
say,
on
you
a
know
ladies'
what?
night.
All these bitches ain't gay.
On a
Not
la-
all of them.
On a ladies' night.
One of these hoes confused. One
Yes.
of them still like it a little,
Yes.
and you gonna find that one confusing,
Yes.
right? I'm so glad you got married.
Yes.
I'm so glad you got married, dude. You don't need to be
is
out
the
there. You gonna be
most
hurt. You the type of nigga that get.
bullshit
Hey,
you have ever said. in
you
your
the type of.
life.
I feel like
Wow.
enough time out in the market. You the nigga that would get. You'll get tricked. You the type of nigga that'll get tricked and
no,
sleep
no.
with a dude without knowing.
No.
He wouldn't.
Because you, dude,
he
No.
wouldn't. But
No.
no.
Not,
I'm
not,
just-
you will not willfully sleep with a dude, but you the one that is susceptible to that trickery, dude.
That's a reach.
That's really
That's a
reasonable.
reach. But
That's a nigga
you
that goes to a
saying
gay bar thinking he can get
not
in, get
all the
down.
way.
Because they
Dude,
not.
They like the bitch went like she ain't go all the way around the corner.
Man,
she
you think
stopped
she-
at the end of the
halfway,
block.
and I'm right there at that corner.
So she was born.
I'm right there at that corner.
She was born like that. That's what it is. She was born that
Hang
way.
on, dude.
Or
I
she
don't
make a
know,
choice.
man.
Which one
That
was it?
type of lust, that type of thirst is what get
How
dudes
is
in
that
trouble.
thirst?
Because you think you can go into a building full of lesbians.
know I can.
And I feel like that sometimes too, dude. That's the type of
Exactly.
No,
You ain't
not
doing
like that. Wait,
it.
stop. Not go into a lesbian bar and get down at that level of confidence. I like that level of confidence. That's all. I would never expect to go into a
gotta dig
lesbian
deep.
bar and get down.
You gotta dig
I
deep.
like that level of confidence, man. That's all. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't go into a lesbian bar and think I can get down.
Go ahead.
But sometimes it's good to have that blinding confidence.
You the
man.
mans, though.
I'm not mad at that shit.
You the mans, though.
You, sir,
Yep.
should never feel. You have not contradicted what I said. And no heterosexual in his right mind,
If you go to
male,
Hey,
goes
hold
to a
up.
lesbian club thinking he can smash one of them hoes.
Guess what, though? They all gonna go home and use the plastic boy.
And that ain't you.
Why
the
not?
reason
You
they
can,
using the plastic
you can
boy.
offer the real right
Are
there.
you plastic?
No, I'm not.
But that's what they want.
But that's not all they want.
So you gonna make her take what you got, huh? I know.
That's
Wait, nigga, that's rape. What are we
I mean, he knows what it is. He know what he said. He know exactly what he said.
it's not.
He said it right off.
It's gay at the
He
time,
said it
and
right
if
on.
you young, and
He
if
set you up and
He said
you
it right off.
walked your ass
Off
right
the
up in
plane,
the trap.
nigga. Jumped off diving board.
the thing is,
Jumped and sprung off the plane.
the
nigga.
thing is, any man young in that position is like, look, I can go there and there's nothing but females. I could possibly get on with something. Yes, all right, cool.
y'all
I'm
see my
going.
head?
You see what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't you? If you know you the only
Because
dude
I'm
in there.
heterosexual.
If you know you the only dude
I'm
there,
heterosexual.
and you can shoot your shot at whoever.
But
you
I'm
want to,
heterosexual.
Okay, one of them is gonna fall for the bait.
So let's do it like this. Let's have that further. That's funny as hell. And fucked up.
Because you the only one there.
Let's unpack it. Let's
Dog,
unpack it
me and
further.
Skid- me and Skid- hey,
you okay
hold
to
up.
have sex with a gay woman?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait,
Let's unpack that.
stop.
I know,
Wait a
right?
minute.
I'm gonna go further.
Wait,
with you.
what's wrong with that?
Let me play it out for
Okay,
you.
go ahead.
When I say gay, not
He about to reach.
bisexual.
He
Not
about to reach.
bisexual, gay.
Yeah.
Only
Yeah.
wants women, does not like.
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
For that to happen, you'll be having sex with someone that does not want to have sex with you. You're cool with that?
Why would she
Why,
have sex with me?
why wouldn't
She
you
a-
want to? I'm there.
There's
She
the
said
question.
yes.
But you said you do it. You're open
That's
to
another-
having
that's
sex
another
with somebody that
semantics.
don't
It's a woman.
want to have sex
It's
with
a
you.
woman.
And she don't want to have sex with you.
She does.
No, she don't.
And she said
That's what
yes,
the definition
she
of
does.
lesbian is.
No, it's not.
You listening
But
to the
he's-
wrong
but
story.
that's-
You're making up your own
he's-
story here.
that's
I'm
semantics.
asking you a question.
He's playing on words.
Right.
No, I'm
Because
not.
basically what he's saying is if she has sex with you, then she's not a full-blown lesbian.
And she's
That's
not.
what he's saying. So he's
Well,
playing with words.
No,
Right,
I'm
that's what he's
saying
trying to
if a
do.
full-blown lesbian has sex with you, it's against her will. That's not. She does not like having
It's not
sex with
against
dudes.
her will.
There are women who have had sex for things that they didn't want to. They didn't want to have the sex, but they did it. That happened.
Prostitutes?
Nope. Are
Who
saying that
are
don't
you
happen?
talking
Please
about?
expound, please.
We do agree that there are situations where women will have sex with a man and they don't want to. Correct?
They do it every day.
Okay. So if it stands to reason that if a
But they're
woman,
not forced.
if
They're
I didn't
different.
say that, you putting that in there. I didn't say that.
I didn't say you said
And she
it.
say,
I-
look,
I'm just
so it was
putting that out
unnecessary
there.
to say that.
Yes, no, it is necessary.
It's very
'Cause
unnecessary.
you're leading the jury.
Well,
But
I'm not
continue.
leading because
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
goes into the box of what could possibly be happening if a woman that does not want to have sex with you agrees to have sex
How
with
you
you.
know
every
she
woman
doesn't
that ever
want-
fucked you really wanted to fuck you?
Fuck yes.
See,
course
that's
you
where
do.
the problem lies.
You sound like him now.
You don't think every woman that
It's a difference.
so you've had sex with women that didn't want to have
I
sex
know
with you?
for a fact that women have sex with me for other reasons other than like he just cold and I want to fuck him.
Name one. You ain't rich.
Dude.
What's-
That's
it
what
have to-
women
it
do.
don't have to do shit
That's
about
what women
rich.
do.
I don't know if this is
Women
a dangerous
fuck for
conversation to
millions-
have right now or
Women
not.
fuck for millions of different reasons.
Yes.
And some of them have
Rent.
nothing to do with the man that they're fucking.
That is
Exactly.
it. Okay, that's the truth, and we agree with that.
So I am not immune to that.
So now-
I'm honest
so
enough
what-
to admit that.
Okay. So now
Did I
with
know
that,
at the time? No.
Don't
But
put
I
the
knew
no.
after.
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
You how so how old were you at that time where you're saying you didn't know that it was a bad thing?
I didn't know. That's
What
not what I'm saying.
what caveat was you just putting in there?
No, there is no caveat. There's no caveat. The point is, you learn most of the time with men. You learn after the fact. Unless you're rich, then you already know what time it is. But I'm not rich, so I'm operating in the beginning from the judgment that she wants to fuck me.
So
but
just
then
tell me one
after
thing.
the fact, I've had women use me to make their boyfriends jealous.
Yeah,
It happens.
it does.
And that's the only reason she had sex with you?
Yes.
Okay, see.
I've been used before. It happens.
I've been
And
used.
and if you are privy to that information and you're confident that that's what happened, okay, I'll take that.
There-
I don't
hey,
think that's
TDG,
a common thing.
TDG.
That every dude has experienced that. I don't think it's a common thing that every
That
dude
they know.
has had sex
That they
with
know.
someone
TDG.
that they
That they
did
know.
not want.
Let me
that they
tell you
know
this.
of.
This woman exists who says, "I am lesbian." Okay, I have a girlfriend.
and don't
This-
like penis.
Here's me when I look a
we
little.
add and
here's
don't
a
like
look.
penis
Here's
in
a,
there?
no. Listen. Here's a picture of me when I look a little boyish and all the rest of this stuff like that.
But she
I
like
am
penis, though.
interested in women. I have a woman. But
Make a decision on whether this example
want
likes penis or does
real
not like penis.
dick.
Then that
At this
person
moment.
is not
At this moment.
a lesbian.
She
They're
is.
bisexual. If she
I
likes
told
both.
you that's what he was
What-
doing.
what
Why
are
you
you-
even going
That's
down
not-
So
that
that's
no,
not
why am I
bisexual.
playing on words when this nigga keeps saying lesbians
If she's-
will have sex with him instead of
Okay.
saying bisexual people will
If
have
she's
sex
a
with
lesbian.
him?
They
Saying what I
still
just
they still use tools.
I'm agreeing with
They
you.
still use male phallic tools.
It's not a word play though. It's if
It's
that
semantics.
bisexual woman wants to have sex with you, she's interested.
No.
Like you that bisexual woman that she's a
She-
lesbian.
He's
but
being
lesbian.
literal. He is being literal.
Okay,
She's a
then
lesbian.
I don't.
being
Right, he's
literal.
being-
I'm
he's
being
being very
literal.
literal.
What is he being when he makes that statement? Is he being
Not
literal,
literal.
when he?
That's why I'm agreeing with you, dummy. I'm
So
on your
so
side
you
this
think he
time.
really don't think he can go into the club and you don't think he's fucked girls that he thinks didn't like him?
Say that again?
Wait, what?
You don't
I'm
think
lost.
he has had sex with a chick that did not want to have sex with him? Because that was the argument that I was appalled
That sounds
at
like
one
rape.
thinking that you will somehow come into having sex with someone that don't want to have
Okay,
sex with you.
you're making it
You
sound like
said
I'm
that you can
forcing
be
it.
used to have it.
You're making it sound like
You
I'm
made it
forcing it.
sound like
I'm making
something
it
was
sound
happening.
like game.
All right, if you want to say that you can turn a lesbian chick back, say that, man.
It's not about even turning it back. Maybe I don't want you to turn back. Maybe I just want you for the moment. It's game.
But you reacted when you heard the statement initially, so you know how.
I said I agree with you on this instance. I don't agree
Then I'll
with
stop
that.
right now because I don't know if he's trolling or not. But
No, he's
I'm
dead
not.
ass. But he's also wrong.
okay, all right.
You can't make a girl. You can't. Let me not say make.
Because you can.
No. I'm not going down that
All right.
route of assault and crime.
not assault.
No, I didn't say. That's not what I'm
It
saying.
is of
That's
the
why I'm
sexual
trying
nature.
to get over past that part.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, a true lesbian, and that's what I'm saying is it boils down to semantics in a sense, because a lesbian in the true sense of the word ain't gonna give you no pussy.
Okay, like a vegan in a true sense of the word ain't gonna eat meat.
Exactly.
Okay. But they still eat meat substitutes.
And you a meat substitute?
Dog, that is a horrible analogy.
It does.
That is a horrible. It's still
But
not
they
meat.
still-
hit me
they
with
use-
the semantics.
Right, but
dick
it's not meat
substitutes.
though. It's not meat.
They use dick substitutes.
It's not
And
dick.
none of
It's
that
not real
is you.
dick.
What if they
None
just
of
be
that
like,
is
you know
you.
what? I just want to just try the meat just to make sure that I'm
Then
still
she's not
on
a
it.
lesbian.
What if she never goes back to it after that?
Hey,
She's
hey,
still
if
not
that's
a
the
lesbian.
case, if she just want to try for that,
That's
did you-
like
did
saying
you
if a
game her?
man tried dick one time and he's still not gay. No, you
That
gay.
nigga gay as hell.
He's super gay.
One time.
Okay.
You gay as
Okay.
hell,
Yeah,
son.
yeah.
Okay,
That's-
then, nigga. One
End of
drop rule,
discussion,
nigga.
yeah.
You black. You got to drop
All
a black
right.
blood, nigga. You black.
You done. End of discussion. Period.
Okay, so to some, it can just be
Dog, you
sexual
Dog, you
experiences.
can't know your way out of this
Yes.
shit. No, you can't.
Because
I feel like Monique on Precious. No.
yeah,
What you
You
doing?
can't-
What you doing?
You cannot.
What you doing?
You cannot Kano explain your way out of this.
how
What you
how
doing?
can
What
how
you
can it
doing?
not? A person can't just want to have like a moment and still be what they are.
No. No.
What you doing?
No.
That's
Let me
that's,
give you. Let me.
that's
let
like
me,
the
let me try to give an
that's
example.
that's like the white guy that
No,
want to
no,
come
no,
to the
no.
hood once just to be hood for the day,
Terrible
but
But he
he's
ain't
still
Terrible now.
He's still a white guy. He's
Yes.
still not a hood.
Listen.
It did nothing for him.
Listen, let me give you an example. When my grandmother was alive, I was working at the casino. We try to get her to come to the buffet in the casino. She would not do it because gambling is against her religion. And she was bout it with her religion. There was no There was
Ain't
no
no
give
lines.
on that.
no shortcuts, no nothing. She was real deal Holyfield with
Ain't no
her shit.
give on that.
If you are real deal with your shit,
Ain't no maybe
ain't
I
no
just want to
let
try.
me just try it out. No, I ain't fucking
And the
doing
chick that
it.
ain't real deal, your game ain't making that decision. Even in your own example, you're saying, "Oh, well, maybe she just wanted to try it out."
I just
that still
find
ain't
it,
even
and
your
I
she-
just
game.
find it
and
hard
see,
pressed.
his-
Just for
and-
one person that was like, you know what, just as one time, and they leave it alone after that. It's
But that
saying
wasn't your game
they
that did that.
already did.
So again, can a man try dick one
I
time?
feel your confidence.
You,
I think you ain't me,
I
though.
really can't go in the way I want to go in, but I want to sound like you at certain these moments because I'm cold like that.
I
I
feel
just
you, dude.
So you could talk a gay bitch into taking dick.
have.
Word, Kano.
she
Did she
wasn't
wait? She
gay.
lied to you.
She wasn't gay.
You fucked a liar. That's what happened.
Right.
She was
She
a
was
liar.
an imposter.
Yeah,
She was a studio
she was gay for
stud,
pay.
nigga.
She was gay for pay.
She was a
She was
studio
gay when she was
stud.
around her girls. That's all.
I mean,
She wasn't
call,
she
call
wasn't
it
a
what you
real
want.
lesbian.
Call it what you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's
You got
what
some
you're
pussy.
doing.
You got pussy from a
You're-
bisexual.
Right, exactly. You fucked a bisexual.
okay.
Hooray.
All right. End of discussion.
But the majority of the time, but
Ain't no plus there.
See,
Ain't
my
no
thing
going
is,
past that.
my thing
Right.
is,
That's it.
99.99% of the time, you are over here, and little old me decides to come in and bring
Wow you.
to
So you
this
just
side.
wowed this bitch to where
You
she
will,
was like,
and
you
this
know
bitch
what?
will change
I do-
herself
right.
at a core level.
You know
For
what?
you.
For him?
For you.
For Kano,
For Kano?
dog.
For you.
I do
Kano.
it. I
Right.
do it for you, nigga. Because
Exactly.
you that cold.
And then after that,
I
went
believe
right
you.
back.
I believe you.
Dude,
I believe you.
you are also
I ain't
insane. If you think
I ain't mad, my
that
G.
that is what happened.
I ain't mad, man. I
You,
believe
hey, kudos for you for having this naive
Hell
confidence
yeah.
about yourself.
Do it.
But
It's beautiful. I
that
like it.
ain't
Do
what
man.
it is, bro.
Go ahead, radio.
Okay.
That ain't what it is.
Go ahead, radio. Dance.
Radio.
At all.
Go ahead. Dance.
Oh, I'm
Go ahead. Be confident, man.
yeah.
I have a question because I'm while we on this, not even with the lesbian thing, but do y'all believe that I've always been of the belief that when a woman makes the decision to have sex with you, like that decision has been made. You know what I'm saying? Like
Long before.
Long before
all
y'all
you
start
can
doing
do
it?
is just not blow it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So-
I thoroughly believe in the first cut. In
It's like everything.
right after
you
they
got
meet
the
you, they
job
kind
at
of know.
hello.
They know if you are in the running. It's up to you to either close the deal or lose
Or
the
fuck
deal.
it up.
Yes. Yes.
So, with that being said, how can you be of the mindset that you have wowed this
He said it though.
person?
He said it for that to happen. She's got to be already just wanting to see what it's like a little bit. And
Let's say
and
that's the case. That ain't got shit to do with you.
that's what I'm saying. It's not his game that
It's
did it.
not you.
We went over
See,
this. Yeah.
But
The
he
Mad
thinks
guy
it's him.
said-
That's why I'm bringing this up.
The Mad
Because
guy
he
said-
believes it's him. He think he's special.
That
That's
is
that
9
confidence.
tenths.
That's that confidence, man. You
Not
gotta let him have
realizing
that.
he
The
was
Mad
just
guy
that
said-
motherfucker that was just there.
The mad
can't
guy
fuck
said that it's 9 tenths
You get
possession.
credit. You get credit
It's
for not
also
fucking it
9
up.
tenths position.
Listen, no. Yeah, I know that. That's my favorite skit. But listen, the woman is the
You gotta
quarterback.
play-
No. The woman is the quarterback. She gave you the ball. Now, kudos to you for not fumbling the ball.
Right.
But, nigga, you didn't take the snap and then hand yourself the ball. She gave it to you.
Yeah. And now sometimes you can be the one that you can make the snap and you can do a lot more. But in that situation,
That's cool,
lesbian
though.
You just
bar
happened
with
to be
lesbians.
the running back at that
That's
time.
cool though.
They
But
needed
that-
they
but
needed
that
another
is
man on
not
the field.
you.
If you ever
9-10
get play in
possession.
that
He
game,
called the
9-10
play.
position.
You don't. Running backs don't call plays.
no.
No, they don't.
They needed
The
another
quarterback
player
called
on the
play.
field. That's
she
it.
called the play,
She needed another
Cool.
player.
and you
happened
just
to be
happened
it.
to be the nigga on the team at that particular juncture.
Okay.
Hey man, don't get me wrong.
Which
I'm
means-
an advocate for niggas having that game and having that confidence, man. Hey, I don't even want to shoot that down. In you.
She could have
Go
audible,
ahead, man.
but she didn't because she
Yup.
knew
'Cause
I
you
was
that
a short
nigga.
shot.
Because
you that
didn't
nigga.
fumble.
Cause you
No,
that
she
nigga.
knew she had to be confident to be able to put the ball in my hand.
Not really.
She knew I wasn't
Not really.
gonna fumble. You know why she knew I was gonna fumble?
Women
Because I
hand
slid to the
off, women
resume.
hand off to
Volcano.
whack niggas on a daily.
all the time. That does happen all the time.
That
Whack
hasn't-
niggas, we see a lot of whack niggas that get to play.
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah.
You just happen to be in the right place at the right
If
time.
you on the field, the coach got to give you some play.
9-10 position.
But yes, again, has nothing to do with you.
I
Yeah,
ain't
it
mad
do.
at Kano.
No, it don't.
Because
Hey,
if
hey,
I wasn't
hey.
there, then what?
Even the
It would've
garbage
been the
can
next
get,
nigga.
hey, even the garbage can get
And then
steak,
he
nigga.
felt like you feel. I'm cold as shit.
In that
fumble.
situation, you a
just had to-
garbage can.
You don't
He
know
would've
that.
fumbled.
Even
You
the
don't
garbage
know
can
that.
get a steak, my nigga. In that environment, you a garbage can.
Half
my
eight.
I
nigga.
like that. I
in
like
that,
that.
in that
Half
environment, you a garbage can, my nigga.
Facts.
Half eight.
All them other ones they eating, but you gonna get that steak if you sit around.
How y'all?
long
Well, hold
Yeah.
up. How y'all
and
gonna
wait
try
for
to?
everybody
How
else
y'all
to
gonna
be
try
done
to break
eating?
down?
That's a fact.
Y'all gonna try to break down the
fact.
level of play that was actually.
Because you
Dog.
started
Because
this by
there was
saying
no
that
play.
there is no play. Walking into a lesbian bar full of lesbians, there is no play for a heterosexual
Okay.
male.
Okay. So the instance that I speak of wasn't from that.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
it started there. That's where this started.
Okay. Talking about
So
that.
now,
instance
so
started.
enlighten us. How did that come about?
That's an off-air
Can you
subject.
talk? Okay, I was about to say, you can't talk about it.
Right.
I
But-
can almost guarantee that this was a situation where this was a woman who was not full blown.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that debunks your whole shit.
Listen, man.
You did not turn a gay bitch
Let
to
him
dick.
have it, man. He know he ain't got it.
I never said I
know he
did.
ain't
That
got
is
it.
exactly what
Let
you've
him
been
have it.
saying.
No, that's not
you
what I
have been
said.
saying. The mighty volcano
the
took
mighty.
this
Nah,
dyke stud
Dean,
butch
big
and
brother.
made her
Volcano.
eat dick. That's what you've been saying, essentially.
Yes. You told her go in there and have sex
On
with
that
half pint,
occasion.
nigga.
Yes.
You told her go in there and have sex with half
For
pint.
Gamma. You told her to do it for Gamma.
Yeah. And do you love? And she, you had like, do you love me? I'm Volcano.
You don't love me. You love
Go
Gamma.
in here, right? Gamma. You don't love me. You love Gamma. And that nigga, that's the coldest light skinned nigga I've ever seen in my life. Giancarlo Esposito is the greatest light skinned nigga ever to walk Earth. That's what's up. But
Cold
that's
and
what
iced
it
tea?
is, dude.
That's up for debate. He cold in iced tea?
I don't know, man, because I'm partial. I feel like if I say Ice-T is because he a rapper, and I love rappers, dude. I don't know that you take away, and he wasn't the greatest rapper.
No,
you know?
he was not.
I feel like for what Giancarlo was in his position in his industry, yeah, if y'all put
But
them
Ice-T
side to
whooped
side,
Nino Brown ass outside the apartment, though. He
He
beat
did.
the brakes off Nino Brown.
He did.
In the end,
Scotty-
he whooped Nino Brown's ass.
is Scotty a realer than Dean, Big Brother, Almighty?
Well, not for what he did to Tisha Campbell. Absolutely not.
Paul.
What
All
he
right.
did to Tisha Campbell
Now
was
add in.
cold-blooded.
Now add in
Breaking
is
Bad.
and put that up. Put what was his
Gustavo
name?
Fring.
Gustavo Fring up against Detective whatever the fuck in Law and
What
Order.
the fuck is his name? But Law and Order been on for 100 years, though.
But
And
he
it's
ain't
been
never
good for
been- He ain't
100
never
though.
been that
And it's still
nigga
That's
Ice-T.
true. That's true.
ever
That's
in
true.
any scene ever in
look
that
like
show.
his blood on flow right
Giancarlo
here.
been
But he
that
made
nigga.
colors, though.
Giancarlo
He
been
made
that
six
nigga
in
in
the morning.
everything.
He did make 6 in the morning. He made body count.
It's closer than what you making it to seem.
That's, I'll give you that, but he still don't win.
What he was also cold in he was in Ricochet.
Ricochet.
He was cold in Ricochet with Denzel.
Giancarlo is a.
Dean Big Brother Almighty is a legendary
Then stop
dude.
saying any other
But no,
any
but
other
you can't
acting
say.
positions of Ice.
But you can't say that he is the coldest
keep
light
going with the
nigga
music.
ever.
Your best argument
He
is
wasn't
keep
even
going with his
light-skinned.
contributions to the
Exactly.
music
He
because
wasn't even light skinned.
Who?
He like Dominican or some
Yeah.
shit.
He's not
I mean in the diaspora that nigga is not what
He
you
ain't
would call-
light-skinned, though. He ain't light.
His skin he's about Kano's a little lighter
Kano
than
ain't
Kano.
light skinned.
Kano ain't dark skin.
He ain't like Kano wood grain. That's what he always say.
Will Green is light skin.
It's not.
Will Green is light skin.
It's
Kano's
not.
light skin.
Drake is light skinned.
Yes.
He ain't far from Drake.
That's yes, he is.
There's a distinct difference. You ain't hella far. You ain't you closer to Drake than either of us.
Okay.
That's because we black.
But we dark skinned.
Right.
That's what dark skin is.
But he is not close to
That
Drake
nigga
at
is
all.
light skinned.
No,
No.
he is not. No, he's not.
Drake is hella light skinned.
Yes.
Yes.
That's not regular light skin though.
How many levels
That
of light
nigga
skin
like-
is it? What the fuck?
you buy that the starting level of light skin. You like right where light skin start.
No, he is not.
Yeah, you is.
No, he's not.
Nigga, would you ever call yourself dark skinned? No. Would anyone ever mistake you for dark skin?
No.
So you're saying there's a level between light skin and dark skin?
Yes.
And it's
Just like
brown?
rappers.
Yes.
There's a middle ground.
Yeah.
Kano's middle ground.
Yeah.
No,
He is
no.
not
I'm
light
mid.
skinned at all.
You light skin.
I'm mid.
Niggas
not.
a light skin.
He
You a light skin ass
He's
nigga.
mid grade in the motherfucker.
You light skin. You ain't El DeBarge, but you light skin.
No.
If you're not El DeBarge, you're not light skinned.
El DeBarge is one of the light. We dark. Hey, we dark. Ain't neither one of us Wesley Snipes. Ain't neither one of us Billy Blanks. Them dark-skinned ass niggas. There are different grades. That nigga ain't Al B. Sure, but you kind of close to Al B. Sure.
He's not.
You closer to Al B. Sure than you is to...
Light-skinned niggas have curly hair.
Hold on. Can we?
I'm not going to dispute that.
Am I lying?
I ain't going to dispute that. That's a certain type of
true.
light-skinned nigga.
The quintessential light-skinned
that's your stereotypical light-skinned nigga.
Has curly hair.
That is your stereotypical light-skinned nigga,
Dude.
yes. He ain't your stereotypical light-skinned nigga, but he a light-skinned
John
nigga.
B is... Well, no, John B is actually white.
Yes, he's mixed.
John Legend is light-skinned.
No.
John Legend is light-skinned.
He's Kano's complexion.
John Legend is light-skinned.
He's not light-skinned. Drake is light-skinned.
Is Kanye dark-skinned?
Kanye's dark complexion.
Kanye is a little lighter than us.
He's not. Well, maybe because he done got richer on that other shit.
Yeah, that just do something to your skin tone.
He might have Sammy
Y'all-
Sosa.
y'all on some-
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all on
Right.
some other shit.
Does that bother you though?
What?
Are you offended when somebody calls you light-skinned?
I think he is because he's
It
not.
feels like it.
I
He's
never,
feel like
I never really.
But
gave
dude,
a
light
fuck.
skinned niggas have an edge to them because they feel like they have to counter.
You got the same edge that women
stigma
got.
of being light skinned.
But that's your bonus.
It's like a short man complex.
Dude, it's like women. Like you,
QA is light skinned.
He's light
You know,
skinned.
you know
Yeah, I
QA.
do, yeah, he is light-skinned.
He's light skinned.
like more light skinned than him.
Yeah.
Still light
He's
skinned.
light.
Nigga still light skinned.
No, he's not.
My God.
QA low key ginger.
So where's the give me
Damn
your
near.
base.
Yeah, he damn near
Nah,
Irish.
He has
Give me
has
your
red
base.
hair and freckles.
Yeah.
He's
Give me
ginger.
where brown skin starts and
That's my
light
dog
skin
though.
ends.
But
That's the homie for sure. All day, every day.
Raven Simone,
like,
y'all about the same complexion.
No.
no.
No. She yellow.
Yeah.
Light skinned niggas.
Sinbad is yellow.
Right. That's
Like
what
that-
light skin
that-
is.
But that's another version of light skin.
Hey man,
Light skinned niggas got freckles.
Veer. Yeah,
Not all of
that's ginger.
Honestly, only gingers have freckles.
to be. You have some
Ginger is light
I don't know.
light skin.
That's
red
Yeah, I don't
hair.
need. That's why I asked the question.
Red
Whether I
hair.
said they
Answer
did.
it, but then
Red
like,
hair,
no, 'cause
freckles,
Yeah, I ain't
know.
ginger. My mom
Is-
is a ginger.
Do
Your mom
Morgan?
got Irish in her.
She got red hair and
She got Irish. in her
reddish
fam-
color
in her
hair
Family
and
tree.
freckles.
Do Morgan Freeman got freckles?
Yeah, you do.
Them freckles?
Yeah.
Those is freckles. Then I would say no. You ain't got to be a Morgan. Ain't no Irish. In
We
Morgan
don't. You
Freeman.
don't know that.
Ain't no Irish.
You don't
Morgan
know that.
Freeman.
Ladies and gentlemen, I
I've
want to
seen
thank
that
y'all
on-
for being
on-
tuned in to
that's a
Volcano Underground
I think
Radio.
my last name is Irish. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is.
Stefferson?
Yeah. Thanks for.
Yeah, I
putting that
know.
out there.
All
I'm
over the
sorry,
internet.
it's just-
All over the internet.
Mister, don't
Look it
talk
up.
about shit.
Right, we're gonna
that
have to have
involves
this
me
off the
on
mic
air.
conversation.
Fortson.
Get that nigga government out real
Yeah,
quick.
exactly.
Go ahead.
So I want to thank
Miss
y'all
y'all,
for
we
being
can't talk about
tuned
that
in.
right now. But I put my shit on
Yeah,
blast.
we're gonna have an over
Right.
off the mic
We talk
conversation.
about
We talk about
that
that.
on
Oh, but
here,
this nigga,
Right.
his social security number
Right,
is.
yeah. Gotta be.
I want to thank y'all for
Goddamn,
being tuned in to Volcano Underground Radio. We have fun with y'all again
Yeah,
for
yeah.
once and every last time that we do. We want to make sure that y'all tune back in to us next week as well.
right.
We'll be right back into the house.
In
And
your
shouts to
mouth.
everybody that's been plugged in with us and been messaging back and forth on the board. Yeah, my bad for the color and everything on the cameras because we had
It'll
some
all be
difficulties. That'll all be fixed up by the time we return. Do remember, Volcano and the New Radio Standard will be performing
Tomorrow,
live
y'all
at
ass.
Diesel. Well, we will be down there for the benefit tour, benefit
Kicking
show.
you in
It's going to
your
be down
mouth.
there with Tasha Owens, Dave Hamilton Band, a ton of other performers and everything is going to be going on live. Volcano and the New Radio Standard will be on at 10:25, so make sure you're down there. $10 cover, all ages. Make sure you're in the building. So we will see y'all then. But until that time, for myself, John, and also TDG,
right.
look up as a fire burning way up in the mountain high. Look up in the steam, smoke, or ashes when the crater starts to blow. Lava starts to flow. Then you will surely know it is a volcano.
No.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
Peace.